under the judiciary, or we need a word police to police us.
Okay, Kris is
because the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable. But what is really exciting is the debate surrounding our nation. If we're going to be free, is that we're going to reform the judiciary, or we're going to need external help? Very good morning to you all. I kind of like that that intro. That was a show I presented some time ago, and I was saying that if either we reform the judiciary so that we have at least justice in Nigeria, I was proposing in that presentation that the INEC, the police, and the court, of course, should all be under the judiciary. And the judiciary should be an independent arm of government, should not be paid by the federal government, no appointment from them. The Bar Association should set up the judiciary, and we'll have a free and fair elections in Nigeria. That way, we'll be on the path of glory. We'll sure to have success. If we don't do that, and we keep depending and keep hoping that the people benefiting from the system now are going to reform it, then I said that is childish. And I then asked, what do you expect from this current INEC? I'm just trying to off my sound. Yes. What do you expect from this current INEC? What do you expect from them? Nothing. Because they cannot do nothing. And don't expect anything from nothing. I'm going to preach something very dangerous today. And those of people that follows my show very well, they now understand my philosophy about God. And I always ask people, why did God have to come to this earth and die for us? You know, so those people who want to be religious are just being religious. Anyway, today we're looking at a different part of our lives. You know, I studied a little bit of electrical engineering at some point in my life. And all we do is, when we put 1 and 2 together, or let me put it this way, 1 plus 1 is 2. All right? That's a very good one. 1 plus 1 is 2. That is all I know. Because 1 plus 1 is 2. No other way. But where I am now, I'm here to ask, why is 1 plus 1 2? All right, let me repeat that. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? But where that the Kris is now, what really interests me is, why is 1 plus 1 2? See, that is where we are today. It's not a question of why, if not, it is why, not what is happening. You see, sometimes I say there can be atrocity, there can be crime, there can be anything everywhere. What I really want to ask about is, why are they doing this? What is the cause? Why are people reacting? Why are people reacting this way? Today, I happen to be so privileged to present this thing to you, and I'm going to take my time to analyze the president's address to the nation. I hope this is correct, Mr. Tinubu, because I'm going to try and then take a look at your address to the nation, our beautiful nation. Tinubu, on speaking to Donald Trump, actually talked to Nigerians, and I really want to see if I can make a little bit sense of what Tinubu was trying to say. So let me start my show today with that one, and then I will then come back and try to maybe talk about the why and not the what. Maybe it will make more sense then, because there's one thing we all agree, that we have some people are killing us. Who are they? All right, the question I want to ask you is, who are these people? When you can identify who they are, then we are somewhere. Who are the people killing us? In my book, I call them deprived Nigerians. I know you're going to call them fanatics. You're going to give them all kinds of names. The reason I'm careful to give names is because I can see fanaticism everywhere. Even they are Christian fanatics. In fact, some of the Christian religion, they wouldn't even allow you. Have you been to the Jehovah's Witness? You can't marry a Jehovah's Witness to marry somewhere else. They won't take blood. What are you talking about? Who is more fanatics? I don't understand. Within the Christendom, there is fanaticism. And there is fanaticism in Islam. So the question I always then ask is, when you have fanatics, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to take it to the extreme. They don't care about you. You're not one of them. If somebody that say you cannot marry from there, he doesn't care if you die. What are you talking about? Anyway, we're not going to look at that. Let's take a look at the president's speech today. Apparently, President Tinubu don't see who reach out. No, there's a time in life when we know, when people deal with me to some extent now, all I just said that, may God give you the problem that matches you. Because since I don't match you, God will give you the trouble that matches you so that we can see how powerful you are. You see some rats. Oh God, as I'm talking, I'm angry, and some in memory just come to my head, and I said, God, give me the opportunity to forgive so many people. But they are not really strong. That's exactly what we see today. All you need to do is pray that what happened to Nigeria and happened to that your enemy. That person that is oppressing you. Your prayer may that person meet Donald Trump. Tinubu was so powerful. He was like a God. He was making out. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. But today, look at how he's talking. Because when you see the hand of Donald Trump, Tinubu is now behaving. And this is a pivotal moment in Nigeria. Let us learn from this. The only time we see the man speaking enough is enough. Now humble. He's been told that if you misbehave, they're going to come and pick you. He knows. And that is something to celebrate. Are you angry with Donald Trump? It will be shame on you not to understand this. Donald Trump don't need to come anymore. Donald Trump has done the job for us. We've seen the weakness. We know who Tinubu is now. That's enough. But let's listen to Tinubu's speech today. And I'm really offended with some of the languages. So maybe Nigerians, you guys can educate me more, because I don't understand English language. The first line is, I have concluded a constructive and candid discussion with Donald Trump regarding the recent diplomatic tension. The language is diplomatic tension. Are you kidding me? Since when I never knew that America have diplomatic tension with Nigeria. Maybe there's a diplomatic tension with your government. Even though I don't understand. According to President Trump, he is coming to wipe out terrorists in Nigeria. How does that affect you, sir? Oh, it's your sovereign state and you couldn't kill them. Now he's trying to say, let me help you to wipe them out. And that is a diplomatic tension. Maybe I need to understand that English language. Diplomatic tension. Tinubu, don't let us speak this language so Donald Trump will now get angry with you more. So let me know about stretch that one. Let me assume that the people that wrote your speech are a little bit crazy. But because towards the end of your speech, I begin to see you saying the right thing. So the speech actually speaks to the truth. Even though it is an insult to class what is happening between Nigeria and the United States today. If we are in trouble, they offer to help us. Unless you are supporting terrorism, or what has the man said? Did he say it's going to come and bomb Nigeria? No, you see, you cannot judge person with what he didn't say. Well, according to what he said, I don't see diplomatic tension in it. Let's get that one clear first. Trump, forgive him. Number two, see, we agreed that our shared priority is peace over conflict, hope over fear, unity over division. I don't understand what is the shared priority here. And I'm going to ask again. Is this just English you guys are using? Or somebody help you to write this speech, sir? Sometimes they don't think. Should I talk more on that? Maybe I should better be quiet. If not, you've actually divided this nation. You have divided it. Maybe it's unknown to you guys. Because by the time you class yourself as Muslims and Christians, there's already a division. That's not a respect of faith. The only reason some people are killing some people in the name of religion is this division, which you politicians have sowed in their hearts and soul. And I'm going to analyze them today, so that when Donald Trump is going to try and look into this matter, like I said, I must add my voice to all this because I'm really irritated. Let's follow the president's speech. Both sides, you see the insult. Both sides will take the necessary time to address the concern that has been raised, which we acknowledge as genuine. Wait, now you're insulting the United States of America. In fact, you're insulting Donald Trump. Both sides will take the necessary time. You will take the necessary time, or Donald Trump will take the, what does Donald Trump got to lose here? One necessary time. Maybe it's English I'm understanding, Mr. President. I don't want to infuriate the President of the United States to come after you. But I'm happy to see you humiliated for once. I'm going to explain to you why I'm angry with you, sir. I'm going to put it in very simple language. You became a small god. Maybe people made you a god. But what you did in River State made you a god, sir. You said enough is enough. Young people on the street protesting. You said enough is enough. You see, your sympathy, your level was so high. Now everybody is decamping to your party. Now you're going to claim that you were what? If not Donald Trump, if it's that the Kris that said, even I'm saying this now, they will say, kill him. God has sent somebody bigger than you. Now we will see you humbled. Can you just keep quiet, sir? And don't insult America by saying both sides. What do both sides going to take necessary time to do what? To address the concern? Donald Trump need to address the concern. Donald Trump raised concern. Who are the both sides? Is he both sides? Is he America and Nigeria that is both sides? Which are the two both sides that's going to address this concern? We need to know, sir. Don't insult us, man. Mind your English language. Maybe it's me that is stupid. So let me do this. I'm going to slowly on the lines in President's speech. And then he went further to say, which are used existing security cooperation and mutual interest to prevent any reoccurrence of incident that threatens individuals on the basis of faith, origin, and under fundamental rights guaranteed by our Constitution. I use the word law because the space was not enough. Wow. This is where we want to stop. This is the full stop. You see, when we talk of existing cooperation, the existing cooperation between Nigeria and the United States has been helping us. They've been one giving us aids. If you stop, the first thing the President of the United States said is, I will cut off all aids to Nigeria. And most of them are security aid. Most of them are intelligent aid. What are you talking about? You're talking as if we are equal partners. We are not. And you know what is so sad here? This is not the problem of the United States. This is our problem. Donald Trump is always setting in. And now look at what you said you're going to do. You said any reoccurrence of incident that threatens individual on the basis of faith, origin, and under fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution. Let me tell you, sir. The Nigerian law guarantees my right to vote, and my vote must be counted. That is my food. That is why I'm a stakeholder in the Nigerian state. Sir, Tinubu, is my vote guaranteed in the next election? So let's take Tinubu's words. And Donald Trump, this is where I want you to come in. Our faith is secure. Don't worry. Nobody can take faith from us. We are going to be robots, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. But what is really important is our vote does not count in Nigeria. Is that what President Tinubu is promising us? Maybe I need to be educated. Guys, don't forget, I'm not a boy. I'm a man. I'm a grown man. So you can't call me a boy. The difference between my age and Tinubu, we'll say 12, 15, 20, not pass. So we are both old men. What the age of Adam got to do with that of Methuselah? They were both old men. So let us look at this. You said you are not guaranteeing us that there will be no reoccurrence. So there will be no more ringing of elections in Nigeria. There will be no vote buying in Nigeria. Because if we can get to that, then our problem is already solved. You see, I keep telling the President of the United States, our problem is not the Boko Haram, not the young people in the bush. I call them as victims. And I'm going to touch upon that, but let me follow the President's speech. So President Tinubu has guaranteed Nigerians. He's taking an oath before the United States. I don't mind. If you call yourself a sovereign state, Nigerians are going to say, oh, don't talk to us like that. We are a sovereign state. If you are a sovereign state and you couldn't solve your security problem, it takes American government to tell your president now to know that, yes, we have a problem. Now he has said, look at the last word here. Look at the last line, which we acknowledge are genuine. So what the American government said, what Donald Trump said, is true. It's not fabricated. But it takes America to come and tell your president that your people, the mass killing in your country, is wrong for your president or your country to know. Or are you telling me you didn't know there was killing in the country? Are you independent? So now when I talk about America to come and help us, you say, oh, we are not. Are we able to help ourselves? And maybe one good thing about life is if you stay humble, people will help you. What is going on in the country is unacceptable thanks to Donald Trump. Anyway, let's follow this president's speech to the end. In the coming days, Nigerians, this is what the president is saying. In the coming days, citizens will witness tangible actions and results, reflecting a decisive shift from the unfulfilled promise of the past, unfulfilled promises of the past. Let's get that. So at least President Tinubu has agreed that there were so many unfulfilled promises. I know when they talk now, they're going to say, oh, we're going to go and wipe out the Boko Haram. That's not what we're saying, sir. What are the unfulfilled promises of the past? Mass looting of our money is the biggest unfulfilled promise of the past. Rigging of election is the biggest unfulfilled promises of the past. Mr. Tinubu, made it clear to us. Don't use English. What are the unfulfilled promises? Because if the unfulfilled promises are just to go and kill those people in the Sambisa forest, we know our problem remains. They are not the only problem we have in this country. In fact, as we are speaking today, IPOB are on the protests, Boko Haram are doing their own. I'm sure a pocket of resistance. In fact, the Yahoo boys menace is there. Kidnapping is there. What are you talking about? This is not supposed to happen in our country. Sir, are you going to deal with it? Are you talking about the kidnapping? Who's going to stop the kidnapping? How? Your military men can handle the kidnapping as it is? Or they're going to wipe out those in Boko Haram? They're going to come and kill everybody in IPOB? What are you talking about, sir? Because as we speak now, people can't move. They will not. If you know, is it Monday now? The whole of Southeast is locked. You stay at home. That is power. Is that not enough to tell you are not in charge? They tell you, stay at home. Try now, I may not stay at home. And I'm wondering, how many presidents do we have in the country? You're all able to go to River State too, and tell them enough is enough. The people are staying at home, following an order from not the governors. Who ordered to stay at home in the Southeast? You see, listen. Nigerians, our insecurity challenge is massive. Massive. It's not something we're going to solve with bullets. There may be need for restructuring. There may be need for constitution. There may be need to assure Nigerians that your vote counts. Now, if I am sure that the vote in the Southeast is counting, I'm only going to say to them, you go and vote. Vote one of your men into power. Stop this. But how can you tell people in Southeast today, in Anambra State, how can I talk to the IPOB in Anambra State that what you are doing is wrong? If the last election, we saw the malpractice that took place, and the man came out to say that is the fairest and the most credible election in Nigeria he has ever seen. That's what the governor played. But we saw, I shared some of the video here, what happened. See, until these things are stamped out of the system, do not say it's negligible. No, it should not even exist at all. That's why we have a president, we have a law, we have a government. So what is he talking about now? What are the unfulfilled promises of the past? Well, Tinubu is urging every one of us to go about our lawful duties with confidence, knowing that you will not be kidnapped. You will not be kidnapped. The security agency are doing their job, and they are preparing to do it. Thank you, Mr. President. Anyway, that is. I'm going to take a look at the last one. Let me tell you this. This is what the president said. This is where he should have started from. This is the beginning of the speech for me. We recognize the past frustration with government performance have been legitimate expression of public concern. This would have been the first line. When a man had fought, if I want to talk to God, the first thing I do is say, God, please, I have sinned against you. Forgive me. You understand? This is the first line of the speech, not that rubbish you put up there. Whoever wrote that speech, this is the first line. We recognize that past frustration with government performance have been legitimate expression of public concern. That is a good one. That give us a basis to start. Not saying you and America, what did Donald Trump say that is wrong? This will legitimize, that would have even, this line alone will explain why Donald Trump is trying to do what he's doing. So he put everybody on a clear understanding, then we'll now begin to negotiate. Then we'll begin to tell Donald Trump, listen, now the government is aware. He has admitted fault. This is it. That not only fault, failure, action and inaction. Now we now know. Because what he's saying is a man in defense. He's still trying to fall. He's on the, okay, maybe I think what the president is doing is that he's going down and he's trying to say, I cannot go down. I'm a president. You're not a president. Because Donald Trump can pick you. He can just pick you, sir. And you know he can. He can say, I will get you out of that office and you will get out. So for the first time, we see somebody can tell Tinubu don't find, oh, you get one image I share now, I see my president. Let me bring the image of my president. I like this image of the president. The guy is looking king. Don't play with me. Oh. You know, I really like this image. So I said I would share this image today on this platform. You know, I like it, Mr. President. If you guys remember when Tinubu was contesting, you know how the man was looking, but look how good he looked. So this is the president I know, you know. President Tinubu, I love you. But you know what? Now you have been put where you belong. And I think this is very good for you and for the country. Because the way you were going, even as we speak, the people who are hungry, singing praises, they're going to sing praises until you get into your grave. Those people praising you will continue to praise you even into your grave. Because they're idiots. They're looking for what to eat. Psychophancy is the biggest damage. It's the biggest menace in our society today. So it's not only you. Those people around you are not sincere with you, and they're only going to lead you to death. But this speech is correct. That you recognize the past frustration with government to be legitimate concern. It's an expression of public concern. And I want to thank you for that. Like I said, this is where I would have loved you to start the message. See, this is what you said that makes me happy. Rather than dismissing this concern, this is it. So this is the first line. Rather than dismissing these concerns, we have taken them as lesson in accountability and responsibility. President, now you have spoken. So can we delete the first part of this speech and you delete it again? Because what you said there, sir, was rubbish. I'm only analyzing what I think I'm reading English language. Both sides. What is both sides? What side do you have? You have issue with America. America only told you your yansh is smelling. Clean it. He loves you. There's nowhere, no country in the world that will allow the killing that was going on in Nigeria. No country. It's still going on. No? We pray that it should stop. Mr. President, let me bring President Tinubu for you. He's the one that can handle you. Well, so with that one, Nigerians, I will want to say, if the president has admitted this big language, that he didn't want to dismiss this concern, they're taking it as an attempt to grow, taking it on a lesson for accountability and responsibility, then we need to move forward. So I like what he said there. Going forward, no Nigerians should feel ashamed of their citizenship. Please don't be. I agree with that. We remain resolute in upholding the rights and dignity of every citizen, which lie in the heart of our nation. That is true. I'm not talking about Tinubu. This is the Nigerian state. Going forward, Nigerian, we shouldn't be ashamed of our citizenship. Let me tell you why you should not. Yesterday, I was watching this match. You know, if I tell you the tension in me, that's when I know I love Nigeria. There was that tension in me when they equalized that match and we're going to extra time. I was devastated. Now it's a game. But immediately I connect with these boys. I connect with my country. I want them to win. That's my contribution. You can't say you love Nigeria more than me. Tinubu, Nigerians watched this football match yesterday. Muslim, Christians, North, South, East, West. They were with these boys. How come that you guys managed to destroy a country so beautiful? So this is the message. Thank God, as President Tinubu was making this speech, this was ongoing. So, you see, there's when we pray in the Catholic Church, he said, look not unto our sin, but unto the faith of the church and the blood shed on the cross of Calvary. So look not unto the government of Nigeria and the atrocities of the politicians, but look on the unity, the love, the joy you have yesterday watching these boys. And let us move forward. Don't be ashamed of your citizenship, my people. We remain resolute in upholding the rights and dignity of every citizen. I don't know about that, whether Tinubu will remain that. But please don't be ashamed of your citizenship, because these guys or things like that bring us together as a people. Sometimes, not everything I see on this Facebook I try to talk about, but I was just watching one big argument between one Hausa lady and an Igbo woman, and they were arguing. One was saying Dangote is contributing a lot to the country. He's from the north, that the north feed the nation. They have a lot they are contributing. He was accusing the Igbo. What is the Igbo bringing on the table? And all that kind of thing. And I just look at the division between these two young ladies, and I say, well, you guys have a problem. Those two women have a problem. Yes, why they try to play to a gallery that places them. The fact is, the typical Hausa man, so many hungry are there. The hunger in Hausa land does not know tribe. It doesn't know religion. The hunger in the East does not know tribe, does not know religion. So whatever English you guys were speaking on the platform, we have a fundamental problem. We have a commonalities. Let that one reign. There is massive poverty in the country. We can defeat it if we work on it sincerely, without your bloody Igbo light or your bloody Hausa light, your bloody Yoruba light. Let us just be Nigerians and move forward. You know, sometimes I'm here, when I see so many things, I get tempted to even want to say something bad. I want to be saying that when I have these green eagles in my phone. Because yesterday, I wasn't there as somebody from Niger Delta. I was there as a Nigerian. And I felt the pain as a Nigerian. So let us support these boys. Let us build on them. Let us thank them. Let us be proud of them. Let us be proud of Nigeria. And whatever differences you have, be your stupid religion, be your stupid... because I have to use the word stupid because you guys have never practiced religion sincerely. I can never call Islam stupid. I can never call Christianity stupid, but you are stupid in the way you practice it. So that's why I call it your stupid religion, not Islam, because you're not practicing Islam. Because the last time I checked, most of you are wanted in Saudi Arabia, the home of Islam. I'm coming to that today. And many of you are wanted in Israel. You're a thief. You call yourself a Christian and you're a thief? Let's not talk about that, man. Anyway, let's go. Finally, the president he extends his sincere gratitude to all those who have contributed. I think President Tinubu is thanking me too. Mr. President, I accept your thanks because all of us have been talking, but the matter is not finished. But we accept your if you are sincere gratitude to us now because we'll be saying the truth. Sir, the country is too beautiful. Omagege once said to me, we are too rich to be poor. So we cannot be rich and be poor. But Nigerians, I have so many things I want to put in the front here. I want to go back to the main image. Sorry, guys. Thank you very much for what you guys did yesterday. You made me have a beautiful night's sleep. I woke up this morning very solid. I didn't know why. I didn't know that it was the match that gave me that. That's how much a small football match can upset you, can make you strong, can make you weak. Be careful what you do. Anyway, let me let this book of these boys. We have a little bit of an issue. Let us solve it before we bring them in because they are a symbol of unity. The unity Tinubu is trying to talk about. This is the only thing that unites us. So let us not have that white polluted when we're going to discuss politics. Yes, Mr. President Trump, President Tinubu, thank you very much. You see, the uprising will bring out the peace in us. What that means is, it's a famous word of that famous South African man who was oppressing us, black people there. He said the uprising will bring out the peace in us. And I agree. Uprising will make you to speak your mind. And once it is spoken, the other person knows you are not happy. He will not think about it and learn how to address you. I think it's very good. Uprising is good. It shouldn't be violent, but uprising is very important. And that uprising that has happened in this short period of time in Nigeria is sitting up. But we're going to sustain the momentum. Because the problem has not been identified yet. That's why I said today's topic is more about why, not what. I'm going to come back to it. But let's just look at one thing. Let's address these two people. So my message is this. The President Tinubu has spoken. I'm sure he has spoken to President Trump. President Trump will say, okay, let's watch and see. But let me address this. This is where we put fire and we maintain the momentum. Sir, I am not instigating anything. I'm just trying to maintain the momentum. If we can use this opportunity to address our problem, even when you leave that office as a president tomorrow, you'll be happy with what I'm saying. As I'm speaking today now, Goodluck Jonathan will be happy with my speech today. Buhari would have been happy if he's not there. Any leader that has left that office and left will be happy with what I'm saying today. Now they're thinking, why did I do it then? Tinubu, this is a moment that we can turn history. We can do the right thing. You know, because if we continue I have, like I always give instance, I have gonorrhea. You know what this is called gonorrhea? Young people don't know what that is. You see, you don't cure gonorrhea by putting Vaseline on a private part. You take antibiotics to flush it from inside. So you know the problem is deeper in. Let us try and solve the problem from inside. So the reason I'm saying this is that a problem is said to be half solved once it is identified. Yes, it is not really half solved. It's 10% or maybe 30% solved once it's identified. However, true intelligence look beyond the what? That is the symptoms. I the peace, I not feel peace. No. And focus on why, the root cause of it. There's some bacteria eating me up, eating my system, bringing out the pus. I need to go and cure that bacteria from inside. I need antibiotics to do so. That's my message today. This is the center of all I'm going to talk about today. When we do agree that we are facing insecurity, death, because the two things is this, and what we are facing is not Boko Haram, not this, so it can be summarized in insecurity and death caused by Boko Haram, caused by many, many things. It's not only Boko Haram. That's why I said, we have identified death as our problem. But that is the surface. They're killing us, yes. Something is killing us, yes. We need to cure that thing. So how do you cure it? Is it the death that the gun that kills us that causes it? No, it's not the bullet that fall on me. Why did the man shoot the bullet? What kind of bullet fall on me? Is the bullet psychological? Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it economic? Is it social? Is it cultural? That is the thing we need to look at now. So today, our problem has been identified. We are dying. Fact. Muslim, Christians, all kinds of people are dying in Nigeria. They're killing us. They're killing us. That is the problem identified. But that is not, that's just a joke. Now, what I'm saying is, if you don't go beyond, we don't look beyond the what. That is saying it's Boko Haram or the young people. Of course, the young people that are causing it, they are the ones kidnapping us. They are the ones who are going to they are the herdsmen that goes into fight with the farmers in their own farm. They are the Boko Haram or they are people. But are these people your problem really? That's the question I'm asking Nigerians. Now let's understand. Yes, Boko Haram are made up of people. So let's identify them. These are the what? The kidnappers are maybe young people from all parts of the country. They are sometimes armed robbers. Yes, they are problem. And then some of them are also some herdsmen who go into the farm and fight and are clashed with farmers. And they're killing one another. Because that is the cause of the death. That's what we're seeing in the country. I think 90% of our death is coming from this area. Kidnapping is one of them now that we can identify. I don't want to point some of them. I don't want to talk about the ones you don't see. Armed robbery is still part of it. All right. And we have the Boko Haram killing because they've been taught that Islam is, I don't know what kind of Islam they taught them. And now we have some people who are now into Yahoo because Yahoo is another menace. And then we have those headsmen who are now going to people's farm, and there's massive killing in the country. No, sir, it's actually more than that. What I observe is that the thing actually killing us more is actually poverty. Poverty is still killing us. So as we begin to diagnose this disease, now we know that there's herdsmen, because there's going to be one person causing it. There's herdsmen, there's Boko Haram, there are kidnappers, they are poor. I call them poor because they are disoriented kids who know how to use the laptop to take some money from you. These are your kids, man. Let's call them the Yahoo boys. See, all these people now, they're killing, yes. But we forget the main killer. The main killer is actually hunger. Or hunger, yes. Because when you don't eat well, what's going to happen to you? You're going to die. Another thing I identified today, and I was trying to take a look at it, I'll come back to this quickly. Poverty is one of them. When you don't have access to healthcare, your wife is sick, your wife is going to put to bed, you take her to a hospital. You know that's a dangerous time in a woman's life. If you don't have a good hospital to put that baby out, that woman could die. Do you know how many people dying from that kind of disease in the country? Not a disease, it's just because the facilities are not there. So if we begin to identify the thing killing us, because our issue is death too. So the death is not caused by Boko Haram alone. It's not caused by herdsmen alone. It's not caused by kidnappers alone. No. Healthcare, not access to healthcare, is also killing us. See, these are the things killing us. I'm going to identify more as we go on. When you can't eat well, you know you're afraid. The first thing is for your system to work, you need food. If you don't eat well, what's going to happen? You're going to die soon. And these are the areas that we need to now look at and say, okay, now the disease, we now know that is killing us. It's not just Boko Haram, but so many things are killing us. Sincerity now say, okay, let us deal with it. Sincerely, without anger, without looking at people's face, let us deal with that. I know some people will deny what I'm saying, but young people, guy, over 46% of Nigerians live in poverty. Some of them are in the rural areas. Children make up the high population. They are poor. They don't have food to eat. Do you understand that? food they don't have to eat. If somebody that doesn't have food to eat, does that person have money to treat himself if he's sick? What are you talking about? So imagine somebody who doesn't have something to eat. That person has appendicitis. Is he not dead? Is somebody supposed to die because of appendicitis? Now, who is killing those people? That's some of the things we're talking about. See, Nigerians, when I take a look at all, I found that there is a killer in the country. Our killers are not really, if we want to be identifying who is killing them, let me tell you this. The Boko Haram, how do they manage to get ammunition? Now, even if they kidnap us to collect money, where do they buy it from? Who is bringing them in? Who give them this ammunition that they use to kill us now? And number one, that's number two, really. Number one is, who actually told them that if you are not a Muslim, you should die? Because somebody instigated them. Somebody built that idea in them. That's what they are working with. Somebody that told you that if you do this, that all Christians are infidel, so we need to wipe them from the face of the earth. Somebody sold that to them. That's why you should ask yourself, what would somebody, you see, I watched this movie called The Titanic, and the guy was saying, no, the guy wanted to jump, and the boy said, if you jump, I jump. So he managed to convince the girl not to kill herself. And then the girl was saying, you must be thinking I'm a poor, I'm a really bad, stupid girl. That, look at how rich I am. I want to kill myself. No. The guy said, no. All I'm here thinking is, what must have they done to you that make you want to kill yourself? My question to Nigerians is, what have they told those people that they are ready to go out in the bush and kill us? That because I'm not a Muslim, that I should be killed. Who sold that thing to them? What did they tell them? Who are the people behind it? Listen, in this war that is coming, this is the number one people we want to get. Now, if you go in your church and you say some stupid narrative that is not, in fact, that is dangerous to the health of the nation, you will be killed, not even arrested. For those people, so the first people we want to kill, not even the Boko Haram, are those people that manage to tell these boys in the bush that if you are not a Muslim, you should be killed. You are an infidel. Where is that from? They can't do it here in the UK. So those people should be killed first. I'm not saying they should be spared. They should die. Because they are the cause of this problem. I'm talking about causes, so don't forget, I'm trying to diagnose. Let's see. Let me go back to this. If you have what I said before, if I have gonorrhea, if you just use Vaseline on top of my body part, it's not going to work. I need to cure it from inside. So what is my cause from inside? I need to know the causes so that I can give the right dose. One of them, we find out in Nigeria, some people are actually selling the stupid narrative, the wrong narrative about Islam to some young people. Of course, those are, I call them deprived Nigerians, because when you don't have money, then you can easily be maneuvered. You can't maneuver me now. They're not born you. I go to church, if a pastor preach rubbish amount, in fact, I walk in the front of him and out. In front of him, I told him, if he talks to me, I'll give him a slap. And last time I went to church, and I was one of my girlfriend, and the guy was saying rubbish. I just carried my Bible, and if the girl stayed there, she's not coming to my house. I carried my Bible. I went in front of him where the guy was talking his trash. I thought that he knows. I didn't go out from here. I went to the front, passed through him, and I walked out. Because at my age, the Bible is simple. You go and read it. The Quran is simple. Go and read it. If you cannot read it and you allow yourself to be used, then you self go answer to God. I'm coming to you tomorrow. But let me deal with those people causing it first. So that is number one. The people selling the different narrative. So all those imam, all those sheikh that are talking trash, saying, in fact, none of them, and I can even tell you, those of you who are bigots, religious bigots, like El Rufai, you, America, they look for you. because you will be number one on the jokers list. You demonic. It's not the poor people in the bush. You sold this narrative to them, and they are now the one to die. You will die first. Number two, who is funding them? The Boko Haram. Who is funding them? Or let me put it this way: what is fueling this? Let me before I come to the funding. Other than they are in the bush now, they are ready to kill. Somebody sold one idea to them that put them there. So those people should die. I'm telling them, anybody that said that kind of narrative to die. Then the question is, why are they so easy to manipulate? The question I ask you, because you can't manipulate me as I am now. So why are those people so easy to manipulate? Who are the causes of why they are easily manipulated? So the question I ask is, if Nigeria were to live like in the UK now, where you have access to basic amenities, you can go to school and all that, would those people be there? Because they would have been educated and they will be part of society rather than being in the bush, not killing people. So let us ask ourselves, who among us has swallowed our money like the snake that swallowed the money that's supposed to be used in the education, in the growth of mankind among us, that makes some people so poor now that any message that comes from the imam will have a soul. It will get, you know, when some message fall on rocky soil, it will die. But when it falls on a fertile ground, it will grow. Somebody fertile the ground for the message to grow. Have you followed that parable of the sower? There are some seed. If you fall on this at the rock, their message, it go bounce, but it will sink into some because they've been prepared for it. Somebody is responsible. That's what I'm saying. And those are the people looting our money. The money we're supposed to use in educating us, in growing our economy, improving our lives, some people have carried it. They've taken it abroad anyway. I'm going to share a video with you today. Those people are actually the ones that should die first. Donald Trump, as you are coming, I'm diagnosing the people that are in trouble, the people that are the cause. If we don't find the cause of this problem, you're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to kill some innocent people, and they are still there. I am saying to you, let us look for those who are instigating them, preaching the stupid language which they don't practice because they cannot practice it. They've used it to push people out there. Maybe they want to get some political influence. Because the last time I checked, when they want to win election, they will tell the country, I'll make the country ungovernable. The former President Buhari said it in the past. I'll make the country ungovernable. Why was he so sure? He's going to bring in this militant to destroy the place. And he's going to tell them, what do you think he's telling them? He's going to tell them they are not Muslim. We are Islam. We need to take over the country. It belongs to Allah. Now, that thing will not work with everybody. Because I follow so many Muslim guys online right now. They are against this. So now you can see that somebody prepared the ground for this thing to fall. Because those stupid messages from people like the Aero 5 from Buhari and they're like fell on some rocky soil and it bounced back. You have a lot of rebels in the north. If you don't know now. But now, because the politicians, the elite in the north have stolen the money and hunger is there, some people it's a fertile ground. They become a fertile ground. They are soft. Those things cannot fall on them because they have a problem already. I'm hungry. I can't access healthcare. I'm going to die anyway. Oh, what the man is saying is true. You know, when you begin to relate to somebody will make you to relate to the person. If I'm not familiar with what you're saying, whatever you're saying, I won't relate to it. Somebody telling me that these people are your problem, how are they my problem? They are infidel. Oh, that can work. And if you follow me, I'll bring food. Even if it's not going to bring the food. Okay, so this is where we are, Nigerians. Do you know what I'm talking? So Donald Trump will know where our problem is. Our problem is not the kids in the bush. Our problem are those who furnish them that idea that if you are not a Muslim, you are an infidel. That person should be killed. When we know that the world cannot be only Muslims, it cannot be only Christians, it cannot be only Hindus. The world cannot be. That's not how God created this world. Why are you forcing it? And in fact, why don't you tell the person nicely, if you buy Islam, you go. If you go to Christianity, you go. But that's no reason why it is working. That's why people should be allowed with the right education, which you have deprived them. Those are the people I'm blaming now. That should go to, they should keep first. The elite in the north, the elite in the south, who swallowed our money and take that money abroad to live a better life. Now, let me tell you what the poor people don't know. The people they are instigating, they are not aware of one thing, and I want to share that with them today. Maybe we should do that first. That's why you see Nigeria today, everybody's angry. And like I said, there's nothing I'm going to say today that fella has never talked about. I wish the man is here today, but all I can see is I bring the son. I bring Selaf's son, because when I listen to this show, I just love the boy. He's really carbon copy of the father, man. Not the senior one, no. Not Femi. She is the wala. You understand? And that boy speaks, and sometimes when he's speaking, I just say, wow, this is fella himself. But let me just share a video with you. For those of you that are being manipulated, I'm not blaming you because somebody created that fertile ground. You are what you are being fed with. If somebody taught me hunger, that hunger is my destiny, that becomes part of my constituent. And when anything happens, it will help me to react to situation in a particular way. But before I waste time on that, let us listen to Femi Kuti first, what he said today. And I think every Nigerian should listen to it. Let's watch it.
Because Shehu fights everybody, trying to defend, I just mind my say, look, if you are too stupid to believe that we can do this, maybe God wants you to be a stupid person in your life. So continue to be stupid. But I'm not going to stress myself with stupidity anymore. Face where my objective right now, my music, my life, and I cannot compromise my political views. My political views is very simple. Where we are as a nation today is every single one of these politicians have put us where we are. No exemption whatsoever. PDP, see, they all jump about from one party to like frogs and grasshoppers. We don't even know who's who anymore. Today they are in PDP, then they're in this, then they're in Labour, then they're, you see, they're all dishonest. And the objective in 1999, let's remember, what did they go and fight for? They to fight for
democracy.
No, they fought for housing allowance,
car
allowance.
Yes.
You entered power when you knew that this country was already, the people of the country were suffering in 1999. People had great expectations from this democracy that, yes, change. But in their own minds, the democracy was, look, the military have been chopping money. It's our turn to chop money, not repair the country. So they no intention was like, let's fix the electricity. Mr. Jimmy, you will remember Luth. Do you know I used to pray to fall sick? Luth was so clean.
Very clean.
They used to give us free drugs. Luth, the lift were working. Tell me the general hospital. Go to last week, Ikeja. The doctors have to work under so much pressure that they don't have electricity. Go to Ibadan. We read. These people read. They see people complain.
Yes.
So if they were good people, first, every person in government should not be allowed to go for any medical treatment outside this country. Do you hear the president of France go to England for treatment, or America go to England for treatment? Stay, let your doctors kill you. If you must die, die here. Repair the hospitals here. Then all your children go to the federal government schools. So then, you see, then you are forced as a government to make sure the system works.
Whoa! This is exactly what I talked about yesterday. And I said, this also married with what is going on today. Now, people are already worried. They are angry. Just understand this. People are angry that there's hunger in the land. Your child, as as a politician, your child is abroad studying. You take your wife for medical treatment abroad. We are the one facing this. So there's anger, but they don't know it's you. They cannot identify that it is you now. So there is disorientation, there's anger in the country. Now, when that such a person is being told that Islam is superior to Christianity, or Christianity without Jesus, you're not going to heaven. Every other person is going to hell. That's what the Christians believe too. So nobody is free here. You see, when you do that, what happens? Hatred, now you now sow that seed of discord that is resulting to the mass killing that we experience in our land today. Now, let's not deny it. Please, let's not deny this. Let's not go there. If we want to go through this, sincerity is going to help us. We need to be sincere with one another. What Femi said now is, where did you see the president or the prime minister of the United Kingdom when the wife is sick, or, oh no, their child is studying in the United States, and when their wife is sick, they take them to the United States? No, there was a time during Tony Blair, the education minister had a disabled child, a child with a little bit of challenge, this challenge, and is going to a private school. They were telling her to resign. The only reason she gave was that because the child had special need. Otherwise, that woman would have been forced to resign. I forgot her name. You are serving a government, and you say the things the government is offering is not enough. Meaning you will not have the will to make it better if your children are abroad, your wife is abroad, your family is taking treatment abroad. Why would you care? And you know the truth, the amount of money they spend on that has raped Nigerians of everything they have. It's only in Nigeria that you have the president like this one. Look at this one in those days, Baba himself. Looting, they call it the Abacha loot. Nigeria never survived. In fact, this country has survived. Nigeria has survived. All this massive looting, we have survived as a people. I don't think anything will happen to us again. There's nothing they've not thrown at us that will survive. Just like that football match of yesterday. We always come back. We always come back. We always come back. People, if we're going to get victory, there's a big opportunity here. Like what I saw yesterday in that football match. This is a golden opportunity, man. We're going to the World Cup, man. And we're going to be, the World Cup we're going to. Yesterday, I was saying this is a World Cup battle. And I was using it as a metaphor. I'm bringing these guys back. I use this as a metaphor. Right now, we are not on the world stage. Because Nigeria cannot be mentioned, like President Tinubu rightly mentioned. We are ashamed of our citizenship. The fact is that, to say you are a Nigerian, these people, we are even afraid sometimes to say it. You know how many Nigerians have denounced their citizenship to America? Or if they have chance today, the whole Nigeria will change. You that is talking, you will change your citizenship to America. You that claim to be citizen of Nigeria, that you love Nigeria very well, may I give you a chance now. You go change either to Britain, Canada, or which one. Meaning we have no citizenship. We have no pride in it. Meaning we are not on the world stage. As the boys are trying to go to the World Cup, let us take Nigeria to the world stage. Let's go to the World Cup. The World Cup is about the world stage, where we showcase who we are. We need to showcase Nigeria at the world stage. We need to be in that United Nations and talk with authority. And the only thing that's going to make us talk with authority is if we can feed ourselves, if we have our own economy. We don't. Nigerians, we don't. Can we address that? And the only way we're going to do that is if we stop this mass looting. Stopping mass looting will solve our insecurity problem, because these boys now will have enough money, they will have a good education, they will go to school, there will be electricity in the land. Nobody. We want to go and stay in the bush when he has his wife and everything ready for him at home. Imagine the population that will be saved. People, I don't know what I'm preaching today. It's dangerous. Probably will be allowed to enter Nigeria anywhere. You see, maybe it's time for this to happen. But what I do know is President Tinubu, no, add it to Donald Trump. See, as you don't find, you are one of the cause of the problem. You are one of the causes. Let me say you're one of the causes. Because you know what? All you think about today is how to win the election again. And the sad thing, sir, is you're going to win this election by all means, by crooks. In any way, sir. The reason I know that is, look at this. Everybody is decamping to the APC. No, if not Donald Trump, who for dare talk to Tinubu for that country now? No, a country where they say, on your mandate we shall stand. On your anywhere he goes, on your mandate we shall stand. Who was going to correct him if not Donald Trump? A country where everybody is decamping to the APC. Can you correct Tinubu? Can you? I'm talking now, you are angry. Were you in a position to correct him? But this is a moment in our time. In fact, I say it's a wonderful time to be alive. To witness Tinubu being told, you can't do this, you cannot do this. I'm always going to end the message. Until this massive looting stops, until we can provide the right things for our people, there will be no solution to our problem. We will not treat gonorrhea with Vaseline, because the problem is not on the surface. The problem is inside. Let us go in there and correct it. We should stop mass looting. In fact, when I say mass looting, they think it's only Abacha. No. You that is sending your child, you are in government, sending your child, like Femi Kuti just rightly mentioned here now. You that send your child abroad at the expense of others, you are worse than Abacha. You that send your child for treatment, your wife, everybody. Now, if for the finest thing now, they relocate their families. Go and ask them, how many of their families are in Nigeria? And you are making money from Nigerian government to come and feed your family in abroad. Don't you see this stupid man? Let me bring him in. I was waiting for him. He said he was going to resign. We're waiting for him to resign. This one, he said his children are American citizens. His wife is American citizen. He's still a judge in Nigeria, but he's an American citizen. Good enough for you, sir. And now, you are with those children making money in Nigeria to go and live in America. I wish they are making the money in America, sir. So the children in Rivers State that have used to go to school and all that, tomorrow when people in Rivers now go into the bush and say, oh, we want accountability, we want this, we want that, you start will say, oh, they are terrorists. They are killing people. They are kidnapping. But this man is a killer. This is the killer. This man is the true killer. Nigerians, what are we doing to ourselves? I mean, it's easy to say, no, what can I say about this? Oh, I always want to say to something to Nigerians, we always cannot do anything about it. I always say, if you say you cannot do anything about it, that becomes the decision you make, and I always say it's the wrong one. I'm asking you, who killed more people in Rivers State than this man who took their money and go and put it in the United States? And it's now still in Nigeria making more money to go and spend in the United States. He's not spending the money for the people out there. Now, who is he? Is he better than the people there? And you said he's serving an office. What office, sir? What is his job? You see, my problem is this. If at the end of all these things, they can even be productive. I mean, you want to spend a lot of money, you want to carry your children abroad, and maybe ignoring it, even if you are planting the money. You're not planting it. You see, there's nothing wrong. I was saying something here one day that I said, would it be out of place if all these Nigerian politicians that are bringing the money to UK actually invest the money in the UK and they make money and send it back to Nigeria? That is possible. The UK is a home of opportunity. I said, let us do the reverse of the colonialism. Come and colonize UK. Come and invest. Make money and take home. The way they came, they invested and brought it home. Come and invest. No, our APA, we bring the money here and put it on the ground. And we will come and borrow the same money. And we pay interest on our money. Because the last time I checked, all those big fools I'm talking about now, they only have their wives and children here. Going to school, taking medical care. They don't have a single business in the United Kingdom. They don't have a single business in America. They don't. And I've been here for so long now that I said to myself, oh, I was only weeping. That's not how Indians are living in the UK. Indians own businesses in the UK. In fact, it's what they make here that they used to send, they send back to India. In our case, the only people sending money home, they are the slaves though. Now, people like us, when they go field work, this little money we are sending home, did you hear the money is coming from investment? How many Nigerians have a business here? Imagine a situation where, I don't want to bring Dangote in, because Dangote will come and do it well. Let Dangote spend in Africa. Those of you, because Dangote does not have a house abroad, go and ask that man. He doesn't have one pin, one mushroom abroad. You, this akpa, that is as poor as a church rat. Your father was so poor. You are the one that have a house abroad. With all your poor asses, you poor rats. If you look at the family of these people that are saying that, go and look at their background. They were from a very poor home. They're the one that carry our money and come and buy a house here. Because that mentality has been there. You know what I saw? I'm going to talk about Davido. Davido is now in the United States. He moved there and I was wondering, why is the boy going to do in the United States? He opened a filling station there. Talk to me. Now, that boy is going to make money from the filling station, and that thing is going to bring money home. So he's doesn't just, and he didn't even carry the money there. He's earning his own money. He's now investing it. That's how you live in this country. That's how Europe even expects you to live here. Come and invest, sir. We're working for you. If the money you are bringing abroad, it's not just to treat your dead ass, that you're going to die anyway. You're going to die here. If you just invest it here and make money, you know why this is so sad? I said to my people, I work, and let me talk of the small businesses. It's not out of place. Don't tell me Nigeria can invest. It's a Nigerian that owned the Gatwick Airport. He owns City Airport. He owns 2 airports now. He's going to buy a big chair in Heathrow soon. Money speaks and bullshit works. But your money does not speak, sir. Your money is blind. You are a fool. You know what you are? Big Malu now you be. Any Nigerian man with the country's money and come and put it here. You see that man, that fool. This one. You are a big Malu. What do you have that is bringing money for you in America? Ask this man that said his wife and children are American citizens. I wouldn't mind. The money, the $1 million you spend there, if you are taking a flat, and if you even buy that place now, you are renting it out and it's bringing you money, and that money will be coming back to Nigeria, that would be an investment. I can tell you they don't live there. They just leave the place there. It's there. Now, we are diagnosing our problem. The gonorrhea that is killing us will not be cured with Vaseline. We need antibiotics. But we need to identify the level of the level of the gonorrhea, whether it has metamorphosed to syphilis, because that's where we are now, so we know the right dosage to give to it. This country is so blessed. But the action of these fools, one of them is on the screen with me, is what is causing us this problem. And they can repent right now. Rather than being angry with what I'm saying, sir, learn. You know why people like us that have stayed in Europe? I always say to people, I don't just stay here, I live here. Meaning I can see how things are happening. The Indians, my people, they own houses, they own all the filling stations, they own all the post offices, small money or not. They are making money and sending back to India. That is second colonization. They are here colonizing England. They even became a prime minister. Hello? They became a prime minister. Go and look at the House of Parliament today. You will see Indians there. Where are you? The same way they colonize India, that's how they colonize you. Where are you? What do your Nigerian people own in England? I'm living in Golders Green right now. This is where we have the first Nigerian embassy. So we have many Nigerians in this area. They are the rich ones. Go and see the houses they have. Tell me the business they do. I am offended. But you people still keep looting the same money and coming to buy houses. Houses that you will not stay. Even if you turn the house to hotel, if it makes sense. Just turn the houses to hotel. Make money out of it. Take the money home. You know, people sending money home, the little ones you are seeing, they are those of us that are doing the labor work. We are cleaners, some of our students. Have you seen Nigerian students? One came to me yesterday looking for a place to stay. Nigerians, what are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves? And you can imagine now, so the looting, you take the money, depriving the people there. Now, even if you had invested the money and bring the money back to them, before you know, you're going to die. We don't care about you, whether you are the one controlling the money. You're going to die soon. I'm going to go soon. So, but the money should be taken back to bless the land. Otherwise, you are a curse to the land. You see, I'm saying to you, mister, all the noise you're making, none of them are annoying me. You know, people that knows me very well, they will tell you, all the noise you do, they don't have to concern me. But when you touch my soul, it's when you take our money that we don't have and you come and plant it here. And not that you didn't plant it, or you come and deposit it here and we borrow the same money with interest. You don't know. If I'm going to analyze to you how the house you bought with $1 million is equal to the money we are borrowing, and we analyze that on a different day. Let's leave that for another day. But Nigerians, what are we doing to ourselves? Like what Femi said today. Somebody is in power. He goes abroad to go and take treatment. He goes abroad to go and do that. In fact, he doesn't even know. And for me, he's a victim too. He's a big fool. So I won't even be dealing with him. I wish they can understand one Dangote is who Dangote is. That's why I say to Nigerians, I'm very low today. If I want to curse the whole of the North, will I know it? Then when you are cursing North, include Dangote. Is Dangote a plus or a minus? Nigerians, let's be sincere now. Is Dangote a plus to Nigeria or a minus to Nigeria? What your government could not export, Dangote is now exporting it. Dangote is building a generation, not you, not your government. Let me ask you this. I asked them in my area, Dangote built a refinery. Of all of you that have stolen money in the Niger Delta, from Akpabio to all of them, they cannot name some of them, they will beat me. Do you people have brain to have refinery? Because Dangote already have one. And it's now selling things abroad. You see, this is what we're looking for. Nigerian government has failed us. All they do is do it. But you are part of the Nigerian government. Because when you take the money abroad, you're stupid. Why don't you just invest this money and begin to sell something abroad and bring back money? Because that is the international trade we're talking about. Will it be out of place if you cannot even, I'm saying now, if you love to steal and take it outside, even when you bring the money here, you cannot invest it. Even at home, you are not investing it. So who are you for? What use are you? All you do is build a hotel where you charge women. That's all you can do. If you've got, the last time I checked, if you go to Asaba today, you don't have shortages of hotels. Let me go on a break, man. Let me get this man out of my screen. Big fool. Let's go on a break. When I come back, you know, this is my domain. This is why I can insult you, because you are not here. I have the authority here to say what I can say here. It's up to you to deal with it. But you know, when you sleep in your room, and you listen to what I'm saying, you know I'm talking to you. I'm saying something big. I'm only asking you, why did you not invest the money you even stole to Europe to bring money and take home? Or invest the money there? Their refinery, Dangote have started it, and bring the money. What is wrong with you? So are you just a waste? Those are the people Donald Trump should kill first. Not the victims. The boys in the Sambisa forest, they are victims. The same way the Yahoo boys are victims. Listen, let me tell you. Will the son of Abacha be in Sambisa forest today? Are they not Muslims? Abacha that carry all this loot. And they go, Mona, correct me. El-Rufai's son or children, are they in Sambisa forest? Where is it? Now they talk saying a correct Muslim, but the children are not in Sambisa forest. These my children are not in Sambisa forest. Tinubu children, Tinubu is a Muslim. Baba Tinubu, your children are not in Sambisa forest. You telling me the people in Sambisa forest are what? Are evil? They're victims. They're children of poor people like me and you. Let us deal with the people that are actually, you see, like I said, let's deal with the cause. Today's topic is what? We are here to talk about the why, not what is going on. Like I started with, lawyers will always say, 1 + 1 is 2. That's our engineering. Lawyer will ask you why is 1 + 1 2. Let's go on a break. When we come back, Daddy Kris must have made this message clear today. And I'm going to play a little bit of 1 or 2 things because I think my time is almost up. So I don't know why I'm still taking a break. But let me give you a little bit of a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to run up slowly to the end of the show. I think the message is loud and clear. We can do better. Those of you that are actually stealing the money, you are the cause. See, I've just made it clear. You that is stealing Nigerian money, you are the cause of the insecurity we have. Because you have directly or indirectly fueled the terrorist hub. And it is not a secret, sir. You that is from my place, I'm from Ogara, people are now kidnapping us. Don't you ask yourself why they are kidnapping us? Who are the people kidnapping us? Or some of them are now Yahoo boys. Is that their plan? Is that their destiny? The children growing up will end up as Yahoo boys. What caused it, sir? You ask yourself. You know, I know we're going to say it's not your fault. I'll go to answer you. Let's go on a break. I'll be right back. Okay, well, don't go there. Because Donald Trump might reach you. You point out on top of your head now, all you can do is like this. Because Donald Trump will knock you. If you verse now, he will take a give you knock, like my former vice principal. Only if you give you this knock, you will know. Let's go on a break. Don't go. Stay with me.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
Welcome back, people. Today is it's been very hot in the studio. I've been talking to myself, I've been talking to you, and hopefully the message I have to pass across is there. Nigerians are asked a question. I gave an instance of somebody who is sick from gonorrhea. Those of you are familiar with it, and is using Vaseline to rub his or her private part. You know, that won't kill you. That ain't going to kill you. You need internal treatment. You need to be treated from inside. And that's what we are today. We need to treat our wound from inside. And that's what we're trying to do. Please let us do so. Like Femi Riley said, those in offices should not be allowed. Let me do it on the layman point of view, layman way. Those in public offices should not be allowed to send their children abroad. They should not be allowed to take treatment outside. They should resign or should be killed. So the same way you are telling Donald Trump to go and kill those children in the Sambisa forest, Please kill these people first. The question I ask you now, and answer this question. Will Tinubu's son, a Muslim, go into Sambisa forest and become a terrorist? Basha's son, will he go there? Will Buhari's son go there? With Erufai, look at these big boys, whether their children are there. They will never go there. They will not even allow their child to go there. But they have instigated others to go there because they want to win the elections. And they are winning. Like Tinubu have already got the mandate. On your mandate, sir, we stand. Your mandate, Baba. Listen, I will continue to torment all of you. With my only thing I have is my mouth. And I will use it because this country belongs to every one of us. We can make it better. I love you, Tinubu. I want you to succeed. But can you just change this narrative? This stupid on your mandate. Look at the show of shame from your minister the other day. I know nothing is going to happen. You know, and for me, I'm just going to say this to you, sir. Maybe you don't know the one that concerns me. It's not even the shouting, the nonsense to people are doing that concerns me. It's the money that you're taking abroad and not investing it and wasting it. You know, you are like a total waste. You are like the Bible, the man in the Bible where they said, keep this money for me because the money is not for you, it belongs to God. God give you money. God said you should multiply the money. He didn't say you should plant it. Because when you put it in the house, you just planted it. You have not invested it. Let me say that. You come and buy a house. Now, if you put it in a house and the house is put on rent, then it's an investment. But if you put it to a year you will stay and which you will not stay, where is this man and his wife and his children? They are 90% in Nigeria. I've been abroad before they sleep with your wife. Now there they, I've been out letting young girls they deal with for here. Because your wife there, your children, where you they shagger? So your wife will be here. She's a judge here. You are here. You have a house of 1 million in the United States. If it is true, sir, you are a disgrace to a generation. Then there's something we all can do. Rent it out, sir. I say, no, it's not a bad thing to come to UK. No. I don't say you cannot come to UK. Those big boys should people come. Now I'll give you visa. Call me. Call Daddy Kris. That's my job. I'm a lawyer here. I will give you visa. Did you know if you invest £200,000 in your company here in the UK, you get a permanent resident? That's the law. So you don't even need to steal to come to the UK. You don't need to even run to come to the UK. Come, invest 200,000 in a company here in the UK. But sir, we can make that money, begin to make money for Nigeria. Because making money for you is by extension Nigeria. You know how much we make here? All the money we make here goes back by transfer. We send money to Nigeria. All you hear every day in Nigeria, oh, we send so amount of money, diaspora remittance. It's all you hear every time. These are people working, sweating to bring money, but you can do better. If diaspora can make money, that's my topic tomorrow, and bring this money home, think how much you can make and bring home. Tomorrow is about investing in the diaspora. Not stealing to the diaspora, investing in the diaspora. With only 200,000, you have a company. Now that company, you cannot begin to do business. If somebody working can send money home, imagine you that is doing business. You can make money in London, like as if you are making naira. You'll be making pounds. The quantity like, let me tell you, if you open a shop in London, in a day you sell £1,000. Ordinary shop as a poor man. Imagine you can open a supermarket. You'll be making over 20, 50,000, 100,000 a day in profit. I can't even imagine how much Tesco is making a day. These are shops that make up to 1 million a day. If you don't make a day, it's 500. Imagine that money. Will it be out of place? You that is a goat stealing money and bringing it here to invest in that kind of a thing. That's tomorrow's topic. Indians are doing it. If you are the type that is so afraid that your money is going to get lost, put it in property, not the one you will steal. Rent it out. Make money for Nigeria. Because the money made for yourself, you will end up remitting it to Nigeria. You want to go and show up now. You can't show up in England, though. There's no way you show up here. You only show up in Nigeria. So, in any case, my guy, tomorrow my topic is on that. In any case, it's nothing wrong to actually bring money here. But you must not bring money to come and treat people or send your child to school here. Let me tell you the last one I'm trying to do now, that Kris is even looking for a partner. I just set up SRP Film Academy. Do you know how many film academy are in London alone? I'm not looking for partners. If I have you, Akpa, we'll have an academy here that will actually train the best. And we will train Indians, we will train Chinese, and we'll make money. Have you know how much a university can make you here in the UK? Call that decrease. That's tomorrow's topic. I'm not going to go into that today. So I'm not saying this is wrong to come abroad. I'm not saying it's wrong to actually come and do this. No, do it like a return march. The way the white people came, they didn't come to come and carry what you have. They came to Africa, they invested in our soil, and they made money and they take it home. Come, invest, take the money home. Nobody will kill you. If you don't do that, if you just put the money and plant it here, you are a goat. If your expertise is only how to bring your child abroad and come and work here, you are a mayor. And now that the Kris has stayed here enough to pass that message to you, you can do better. You can actually invest in the UK. You can invest in America. You invest in Canada. You can invest in Netherlands. Come and see. Oh God, come and see. And the good thing is, even we are here. Nigerians are here in numbers now. Yesterday, I was watching the English match. It's the two Nigerian boys. You know that you don't need to know that Bukola is Yoruba background, Eze is Igbo background. They are the one that did well for England yesterday. So as I was celebrating Nigeria, I was celebrating them. Hello. So it's nothing wrong. Our seed is going to grow something beautiful. But it get to be intentional. Bukola is a blessing. Eze is a blessing. So what's wrong with that? So that you have a child here, it's nothing wrong. That's an example of a seed that is planted. It's not growing. But where's the business? Where's our supermarket? Where's our filling stations? Where can you say this is Nigerian quarters in London? The only people that were trying to do that are the churches. And you know it's one man stealing all the money. They will pursue him. He was running away. That's not what I'm saying. Let us have Afro mat. You see, I love the Chinese. Oh God. And I said it, I came on the show one day, and I've said about this again and again. And I'm going to hammer on it tomorrow, investing in the diaspora. That's where I come to talk about the African village, or which I call the Nigerian village. I'll prefer the African village. You know what we'll do? If we have African village in London, God, OMG, learn from that Kris. Write it down and make money, sir. Sir, we can have the African village today, or we can have the Nigerian village today, and we will make £1 million in a week. We'll be making £1 million. Imagine what that would do for the Nigerian economy. Because, like I said, if you make £1 million, you're not going to spend it here. You're going to take some home. But you can make it here. London is not a place where you come for treatment, where you send children to school alone. You can have a school here. Kai, it hurts when I know the possibilities, and this is what we limited ourselves to. It is sad. As we all prepare for tomorrow's show, write it down, please. For those of you that just jump into this show today, come and be with me tomorrow, the same time, 9 a.m. Nigerian time. I'm going to teach you how to invest in the UK. The UK is where I know most, and make money. And how that one can bring, in turn, become a blessing to Nigeria. So you that is even stealing, that you are not secured of Nigeria, you can secure yourself here. But you secure it because at the end of the day, you don't really hate the country. You are running away from yourself. It's called idle running. But I'm going to teach you not to be an idle runner. Because when you invest the money here, you're going to make so much money and take it back. Would it be out of place if we have our own football team here? Who said you cannot have a football team in England and be part of the Premiership? It will not be out of place if we have a Nigerian football team. Not the national team, a Nigeria, call it a name here, and participate in Premiership and do the right thing. Since you guys could not create Premiership in Nigeria, Dangote, I'm begging, sir. I'm on my knees. You're not senior me, maybe not 2-3 years now with the senior. I'm 58 years old, sir. Maybe you're 62, 63, we're age mates. What I'm saying to you, bro, is we can invest in the UK and bring the money home. But I love you. You said something that I don't want to drag you away. You said something I love. That if you had bought something in Google, you would have made more money than what you have made today. But you choose to invest in Nigeria. I agree. But they say if there's enough, it's not out of place to come and put some here to add to what we have there. Because that's what they did to us. They came to our land, they invested, and they brought it home. Nothing wrong if you put someone to here, invest and take it home. The world is a global village. We don't even know who is. We don't hate each other anymore. Like I said, I don't know the difference between Europeans and Africans anymore. A time will come we will not know. Is it not the same England you saw yesterday, where we see our boys playing in the same national team with them, and they do so? Nobody are from Nigeria. They are English children. That's where we're going. That's where the world is going. We can take advantage of this situation. It's not always negative. Taking money abroad is not always a negative thing. It's what you do with it abroad. So, Mr. Sir, we get that house. It's either you sell it or you turn it to rent, and we start making money from it. Because if your black ass make money, you go and spend it in Nigeria. That's what I know. Let me repeat. Let's end the weekend. And let's tell Donald Trump, our problem is more than Boko Haram. Now the Tinubu will be the cause of the problem. But we can change the situation. We can change our narrative today. If all of us now say, okay, let's do the right thing, like I said yesterday, and I'm going to repeat it today. If we don't want to die, stop sinning, and there will be no death on earth. Let me end the show with that one. Because every show I will do now, that's how I'm going to end it. If you don't want to die, what did you do? Stop sinning. When God created the heavens and the earth, everything was good. That's what he said, and it was beautiful, and the man rested. And God rested. He was happy. And all he has created is good. Then man sinned. And the penalty of the sin is death. That is why they said it's now appointed unto man to die because of the sins we are now committing. If we can now say we will no more sin, there will be no more death. Death is not permanent. Death will go away. Death was introduced into the world by our sin. If we stop sinning, there will be no place for death. Death will go. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Daddy Kris, and this is State of the Nation. Today I'm operating as SRTV. Don't forget, it's the same SRTV as the same African Renaissance Television. We are one and the same. We do with both brand, and I'm here in the UK operating the two brand. There are two registered companies here. They operate the same way. Thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep talking. And I know there's a reason why I'm here. And I've told God, let it manifest in my time. I can't wait to look around the UK and see an African village. It's not as if we are the ones to start it. Chinese have a village here. They didn't do it for charity. They didn't do it for fun. They do it for business. Our own will be more business oriented because what we have a lot to offer. Chinese doesn't have much. We have solid minerals to offer. We have footballers to offer. We have music to offer. We have movies to offer. We have food to offer. Before we have oil, we need to have them here and start to sell it amongst them here. When we have this here, that's when Nigeria is going to have their own filling station. I'm not looking at the national brand. That will be on the national level. There's nothing wrong if I have those set of people who are not stealing money and go and throw it away, put it together to do something great in the name of the country. Because you know what it is. Any money I have today goes to Nigeria. The British government should not be too happy to have me here because all I'm earning is not really spent here. I take it home. The same thing, the Indians. Guess what? The colonization has started. The Indians are even, my mayor of London is an Indian man. The former prime minister, the one that left, was an Indian man. Who said you cannot do anything here? Did they stop a black person from doing this? Wake up. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay away from trouble. God is love you all. God love Nigeria. And God love the United Kingdom. Let there be peace in the world. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradioandtelevision.com. SRTV Chocolate Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
That is either we reform the judiciary, which is allow INEC to be under the judiciary, or we need a ward police to police us. Because the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable.